Hello. Oh, how you doing, all right?
Fine, yeah.
Let me guess, brothers?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Neil.
Neil and...
And Glenn.
And your surname?
Excuse me, Bennett.
So Neil and Glenn Bennett. OK. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show. Now, you look a couple of, if you don't mind me saying, a couple of fit lads.
Oh.
Do you work out a lot, play sport? Do you play sport?
We do our best. We do our
smart,
so...
Yeah.
But rugby, maybe?
We have done in previously.
Yeah, I mean, I know, for example, you had your own particular version of rugby, didn't you? Involved a cushion, as I understand. Do you remember this particular interesting form of rugby?
Yeah.
How did it go, sir?
We were very young, and we used to have a couple of babysitters called Mark and Tricia. And, we were playing rugby with a cushion, and it split, and the whole thing burst open, and the feathers went everywhere. And so
like a snowstorm.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah. So we got them all together again, put them in the cushion, and just put it on the settee. And the next day, when my mother came and sat down, it went everywhere, and we just blamed her.
Blamed it on her? Yeah. Blamed it on her weight?
Yeah.
But I think that's really unfair, because she's not that heavy, really. I mean, well, put it this way. If she was to come into your room, say, to tidy up the shirts that you'd left sort of strewn around the place, and she accidentally fell onto the bed, it wouldn't break under her weight, would it? Or would it, Glenn?
Oh, God.
It wasn't my idea, though, so ask him.
Oh, OK.
He'd been playing on his bed.
Yeah. The way you do.
Was young. We'd been jumping up and down on the bed.
Right.
And we'd jumped up and down a bit too much, and the floorboard, the leg went through the floorboard. So, so what we did, we patched it up the best we could.
Right.
And then my mum came upstairs asking what the banging was. Came into the bedroom, we said, oh, nothing, and we asked her to sit down just to watch something on the telly. And she broke the bed.
And to this day, she thinks it was her fault.
Yeah.
Your poor, long-suffering mum. I mean, there was another time also where you put her through a terrible, terrible thing. Like, you really didn't want to sit that GCSE, did you, Glenn? You really, really didn't want to sit that exam. And so instead of saying, I've got a headache, what did you do, Glenn? Come on, Glenn.
Oh, I can't remember.
I've got it written down, Glenn. You went to the larder.
Yeah.
What did you remove from the larder, Glenn?
The sandwich spread.
Some sandwich spread?
Yeah.
OK. And what did you do with the sandwich spread, Glenn?
Mix it up with some water in the sink.
I think we're there, aren't we? You poured it into the sink.
It made me feel sick anyway.
Yeah. It's made us all feel sick, and you pretended you were ill, and you said, hey, Mum, look, I've been sick. I know it smells of sandwich spread, but there's always those carroty tomato bits.
Yeah.
OK. You really put your mum through it, your poor, long-suffering mum. Do you think she'll forgive you when you go home?
Yes, she loves us. She did love us.
OK. Shall we check that? OK, yes, because she's here tonight. Yes, Glenn and Neil's mum, Diane. There she is up there. You sit in the middle. In the middle. There you go. In the middle. Hello, Diane. That was the first time you've heard those stories, isn't it?
First time I've heard those stories.
How do you feel?
Well, quite,
Well, very nice now, after the feathers.
Oh, dear.
Very nice. So, how did it feel when you were just sitting up there eavesdropping on their stories? What did it feel like? What did you feel like?
well, I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know I'd broke the bed.
Oh, you did? The interesting thing is, when it comes to eavesdropping, you've done it before, haven't you, Diane?
Oh, yeah. Pardon?
You've done it before, haven't you? Like, for example, you know, those difficult teenage years that your boys have gone through, those mysterious telephone calls, and You really want to know who's on the other end of that phone, don't you?
No.
You say you had a brainwave, or should I say medium wave? Would you like to explain? What was your discovery, Diane?
Well, I found out that on a small portable radio, if I tuned it into a certain channel, it picked up all the telephone conversations.
Well, while these two lads were courting, hello, love you very
I used to go
much.
upstairs and tune it in and listen to what...
And was it more interesting than talk radio?
Yeah.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bennetts are a family with a lot of talking to do.